All right, this is Appendix B, continue. This is the second video, second page of what was given out. So first page we looked at a line and the equation of a line and how to find the distance and how to make the equation. Anyway, here we're going to look at circles. And a circle by definition is a set of points that are an equal distance, I'm going to leave a space here, from a given point, just a point, not points, given point. Okay, I'm going to underline equal distance. That distance we talk about is the radius. And from a given point, that point we talk about is the center of the circle. So let's say we come over here and we have this point here. This is a set of points that are equal distance from a given point. So here's our given point. That's our center. And then if we have points that are equal distance, so 1, 2, 3, I'll just go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those points are all equidistant. And then as we go around here, all the points that are equal distance to the center, right? Whatever this distance is, and we talked about that distance is radius. So all of these points that are the same, they create a circle. That's not a very good looking circle, okay, freehand or whatever, but that's the definition of a circle. So the equation for a circle, much like the line, it's based on this distance here, which we know is the radius, and finding that length. So just like we had for the line, we had the distance, d squared equal, then it was x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2, y sub 1, difference of those squared, and then the square root of all of that. Okay. Same kind of thing here. Now the center, we denote that point. So the x and y values are along the circle out here. This point here that's the center, that's our h and our k. That's the x and y values. So we come here, the equation of a circle is going to be x squared, not x squared, the radius, r squared, the radius, that distance, okay, equals, because it's a distance, right? So r squared equals x minus h, where x can be any x along this circle, any one of these points, okay? The x value of that, minus the x value of the center, squared, plus whatever point you pick, change the color here, whatever point you pick around here, it has an x and y value, so x minus h, and then y, the y value, minus k, which is the k value of the center, squared. Oops, I put an equal sign there. Okay, so that is, in essence, the equation. Although we usually write it as just r, so radius equals. So we take the square root of both sides. That gives us r equals the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. It really isn't any different than finding the length of or the distance between 2 points. It's the same thing, ultimately, but h and k are the x and y values of the center of that circle. So since we did that, that's basically deriving the equation. That's basically what we did here, okay? Just know that the r equals the radius, and the center is h and k. And again, the h is the x value, k is the y value of the center. Okay, moving on. Let's, I guess, practice a little bit. Okay, so we're given the radius and we're given this point. So this is going to be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So here's our h, right? This is h. So we're going to go x minus negative 3 squared. And then over here, This is our k, so that's that. So we're going to come in here, we'll go y minus 1 squared. And then our radius is 11. So we come in here and go 11 squared. So now this is x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 121. So that would be the equation. Now we're going to learn later how to write the equation in the general form, but that's the equation of the line, or of the circle. That's the equation of the circle. And negative 3, right, that becomes x plus 3. So make sure you get that sign part right, okay? And this is 1, so that's why it's a negative 1 based on our formula. Okay, do these quickly here. We have x plus 5 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 1/2 squared. So this is going to be x plus 5 squared plus, now this is y minus 0, so that's just y. I don't have to put parentheses there. That's just going to be a y squared, because y minus 0 is y, equals 1/4. Okay, and last one here, we're going to go x minus 1 squared equals, plus y minus 3 squared equals 2 square root of 3 squared. Okay, this part we leave alone, x minus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared. But we should know how to, and hopefully you do, know how to write this. This would be 2 root 3 times 2 root 3. All right, 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2, right? And then that's going to be 2 times 2 is 4, and then that's times root 3 times root 3, which is root 3 squared, which just would give you 3. So that's 12. And so this should be 12. Okay, graphing circles. We have time to do that. Yeah, easy enough. Graphing circles need 2 things. Okay, you need the center. You have to know where the center is, and you need to know what the radius is. And then just sketch it. Oops. Sketch it. Okay. So we have to look at this. We have to remember our formula, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So we look up here and we go, okay, well, h then is 2. So our center, which is hk, equals 2. Not negative 2, 2, because it's x minus h. So x minus h, x minus 2. So 2, and then the k is 3. Okay, and then it's r, so this is r squared. So r squared equals 9. That means that r equals 3. Okay, put boxes around my answers. Okay, oh, I didn't sketch it though. This is it, and we'll move on. So let's sketch it. We know 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Though there's our center. And our radius is 3. So I'm just going to count up. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot there. I'm going to count right. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot there. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot there. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot there. And just connect my dots as best I can, which is not very good. And I have my circle. Okay, the next part here, the circles in standard form, I'm going to in this video, we're going to come back to it because this requires us to know how to complete the square, and a lot of you have forgotten, either didn't learn it or forgot it from Algebra 2. So it comes up a lot. We need to make sure we know how to complete the square. So stop this, and video number 3 will be next.